Welcome back. Time for us to look at stuff that's pending in terms of an appointment. Taking you back, you know about the pyramid schemes. Many, of course, suffered immensely. Some lost their lives. Some lost their well-earned earnings or savings. Some are still grappling with the effects of what happened to the investments. And we're still hoping that this will elicit a reaction from government, more specifically, even from the president, in terms of, and they're saying, just listen to us. There's a report out that has been done. There's a task force that came up with a report. Can you at least respond to that task force report? Thiong'o has joined us, and of course, Obegi, the secretary of this organization. Yes. So let's just go back in time in terms of what has happened, and I'm surprised that hakuna reaction imefanyika yet. Kuna watu wameumia. Obegi, your thoughts?
Yeah, it is very true that most of the people have really suffered a lot. We have done a lot of follow-up for these programs since 2007 up to date.
How are you affected, Obegi?
Yes.
How are you affected?
Yeah, like myself, I was one of the telecom employees who was retrenched in 2007. That time, after we were given our package, yes, our dues. So we thought it's better for us to look for somewhere where we can invest so that we may get some more.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. So we did our own finding where we supposed to put our money.
Can I ask how much you lost?
I lost 1 million. Yeah, I lost that time 1 million. That's the package I was given.
So you got your dues from Telcom?
Yeah.
And all that?
Yeah, all
into
that.
This pyramid scheme?
Yeah, all that I just put on the pyramid scheme. And in fact, we never thought even it was a pyramid scheme. Because
it was an investment. It was an investment vehicle that you can get your money back.
Yeah, it was a SACCO, a Kenya Business Community Saving and Credit Society, whereby we went to find out from even the ministry itself, that is the Ministry of Cooperative, and we were assured that it was a genuine cooperative, of which we were even the certificates and all the documents necessary. Wow. So we thought it is a good investment where we bought most of the strategies of telecoms. We put our money there. Then later on, after some few months, it was closed by the minister that time.
And up to now, what explanation has been given as to why?
Of course, mostly the government give us explanations that they will sort out the problems, just wait. Give us your documents showing where you invested. We have done a lot of things since that time. We have even gone to court, and nothing coming out.
Has come out. Let me ask in terms of because somebody was saying, sometimes it is also good to look at things in this perspective. So much energy has been expended towards this endeavor to try and get your money back. Yeah. Not to say, but Obegi, that you're not, a sharp man and you're not a creative person. You can find other ways and means of putting your energies in ventures that can bring you some sort of income. Why are you so stuck on this one? Is there a specific reason why you're saying, "Apana, you person yangu na siwati"?
Yeah, that's very true.
Or are you saying you are unable to move on from Telcom?
Yeah, after we were retrenched, most of us we never invested anything elsewhere. So that's the money, because in a retrenchment, you are not ready for.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, yes. Because that was not retired.
You're not retired.
We never retired, so that's the money we were given. And I really normally feel, why should I just leave my money? And I know where it went. I know even some of the people took my money, and they are there. Some are working in the government institutions,
having fun, enjoying themselves.
Yeah, enjoying themselves. Their children are in good schools. Mine even now, they are suffering. They are not even,
So you have children? How many?
Yes, I have 3 children.
Still in school?
Yeah, my daughter, that's my firstborn, is in the university now, but really
struggling to pay.
And my son, I have one son who's in Form 4 now, and my last one is Form 2.
Wow.
And they really have not even paid even school fees even now. So, not only myself,
even many,
you see there are many, even some, they have even lost their lives. Yes.
They were coming in this one in terms of the enormity of this situation, in terms of lives lost, lives changed.
Yeah.
Yet no one is saying anything.
Like now, even if you go to the backyard of the president, we've been there, people are suffering. And especially the women. Some sold their cows. That's their livelihood. And like you're asking, there are people who even talk to us as if we are the ones who went with their money. Yet, is this a voluntary job? Because I'm part of the victim.
You also lost. You also lost investment.
Yeah, and just like I said the other time, the Bible says, where your treasure is, also your heart is there.
Yeah.
There are people who have millions and they lost just 1 million. But I don't know what happens. From nowhere they still say, no, I cannot. I've moved on, yes.
But I can't let
that money go. And then especially when there was a promise. Because when we started this movement, we had some people connected to the former government and all that. As we continued, we were given threats. As we continued, some people pulled out. And we pushed. Like I said, when we were the former vice president, we started the movement in his office. He called the PS, he called everything. Then we went to the Ministry of Cooperative. We were taken round for 1.5 years.
Let me ask, so now we have the Attorney General who still hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
As per our past chat with you.
Yeah.
Which ministry now handles, or would be the appropriate ministry then to go and say, look, the systems have changed, can you help us? And have you done so?
Yeah, the relevant ministries are two. The Ministry of Cooperative and the Attorney General's office, who are the advisors to the government. Actually, when they took over, they were supposed to have done a report, they had said within 6 months. And then later, we waited for the 6 months. We were going to the office every time, and we were told he's looking into that. And then all of a sudden, there is silence. It's like, then we were told, the people are not happy with how we have followed that case, especially when we mentioned there is around 5 billion in central bank. And people say that is a lot of money. Nobody would want to release that money because the minister didn't give them orders to freeze the account of those people. So, I mean, that is part of it. And then, like, we also say...
So your latest attempts have been what? You're still trying to get an audience with the Attorney General?
Attorney General.
You're still trying to get an audience with the President?
With the President. I'm trying. We are moving there, but it's not official. I don't want to confirm.
Right, yes.
That we are when something
might
is official,
have an audience with the President.
Yeah, but also we are working towards that. And again, what I'll tell Kenyans to be a little bit patient, because we know the President is also very, very much concerned about this issue. We know that he had other things which had kept him a little bit, but we think now that we have started the year, now that he should move very fast and meet with us, because what we realized, there are forces which would not want this thing to continue. And that's why we are saying, why don't we meet the President?
And explain to him. But you're saying even now with the new cabinet secretary in charge of cooperatives, you have had an audience with him and you're still waiting for a response? Is that what
we're waiting for a response.
And how long ago was this?
It was end of last year.
Yeah. Wow, okay. As we wind up, and I'm going to go back to you, Obegi, in terms of why it is important for this matter to be resolved, and from your perspective, because you're saying, you know what, for many it might be small money, but for you, it was your hard-earned investment.
Yeah.
If you were to have an audience with the President right now, what would you tell him?
Yeah.
A one-on-one, beginner.
Yeah, you see, apart from myself having such a long time struggling to get this money back, there are so many people, because I represent a lot of people, yes, so many people in this country who have the same problem like myself. So because there's a time we just went around the whole country to find out what the problems that these people are facing, and that's why we saw so many people really whom we know passed away.
Passed on, yeah.
Yeah, passed on. So those are some of the things we will tell the president. Mr. President, see here, our people, it's your people who are passing on. Yeah, so how you want to assist them? Because as Mr. Thiong'o is saying, that there was 5 billion, the money which was frozen from the accounts from of those investment, for those investment victims, and those money we don't know where it went. Because when 5 billion, at least they were even released and try to assist these people so that they can take their children to school. So those are some of the things I think we really see out.
But it's been a while since this happened.
Yeah.
So do you want the 5 billion to be given to you, because now you are an association, which is, and kudos to you with Thiong'o and Obegi in terms of bringing people together to know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
But and many of them have accumulated debts. Like you're saying, you're still struggling to take your kids to school. If the government says, okay, fine, so here is 5 billion, what would you do with it? Give back to every individual the money, or perhaps now find a reasonable way of investing that money? What would you do with the 5 billion? Give back to...
Well, we've talked to members. They don't want investment.
They want their money back.
They want their money back.
Yeah.
So it's just to have the right mechanism. You make sure everybody
gets his or her money,
and the people who have made their claims. Because you cannot give everybody. We know also that people are going to come with fictitious. we might start another pyramid, which you don't want. But what we had agreed is that the money should be put on a trust fund, which the government can supervise as people are given the money. If they give us the money, Jimmy, you are going to be killed. Put it somewhere in the trust fund. Yeah, and then we all handle it. We all both the that is the recommendation actually of the task force.
Yeah.
So both the government and we oversee the payment
of every single.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't want to hear. The question was, would it be an investment? The answer is, let people get back their dues.
Then from there.
Yeah, then from there, let people move on. That's what you want. Because even us want to be free. Somehow, even if we are volunteered, we will never have freedom, peace of mind, until people get their money.
I see what you mean.
And that's what it's a call.
Wow. And you've done this for how long,
Over 7 years.
Over 7 years. And let's hear, Mr. Jimmy, for example, like what we really normally wonder ourselves, what is happening? Because the government knows the people
who took this
money, who are behind this money for this scheme, that is. There is nothing there. Those people, they are there. There's nothing the government have done for those people. They have not even been arrested at all. So does it mean that the government are not aware? They are aware because they are the ones who register these
companies.
Yeah, so that's our worry.
Absolutely.
What's happening?
So as you've heard, basically all they're saying is, look, first of all, give us an audience. Secondly, just give us our tunes back. We don't want you guys to do anything with it. Give us our money back. We need to move on. But most importantly, give us an audience. There's a report out. Look at if you don't want to meet us, read the reports and the recommendations and then follow through. And I hope that happens. And we continue, of course, asking for this audience. We'll try and, of course, on our part, see whether we can have a chat with the cabinet. So I think it's important. 7 years down the line, 5 billion shillings. And lives lost, others, going through insurmountable challenges. It's crazy.
People are in beds, man.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All the best. And thank you for sharing your story.
Okay.
Thank you. We are live on K24. I was about to sneeze. Yes. We're live on K24. Stay with us. We'll be right back.